Welcome back to another episode of This Just In with Justin. I got a care package in the mail yesterday from Govee. Let's see what's today's package. Ooh, yeah! Today we're going to take a look at the Govee Phantasy Pro. These are some outdoor lights that Govee have created, and they've upgraded them. You can see RGBIC. If you've watched the video recently that I just did, you'll know the difference between IC, RGB, and RGBWW. IC mean that these guys have an independent controller in them. They can each individually be controlled. Downside though, you're going to have to use the entire strip of lights wherever you put them. This strip of lights, for example though, 10 meters, 32.8 feet. Let's bust into them and see what we got though. Ooh, IP65 water resistant. That's pretty cool. Manuals, who cares about those? What do we got here? So we got... Ooh, this power plug's big. Lights must be pretty powerful. A little bit of a different controller. There's only one button on them. Got a remote control. Got some adhesive strips. Whew. Need some alcohol preps, I guess. Even comes with some zip ties. Let's take a look at these lights though and see what we've got. They are IP65 water protectant, so you can see they're wrapped backwards just like some of the other ICs. They've got this 3M VHB sticky backing, which is a very high bond, and they look pretty cool. They've actually got, they're a bit rubberized, and these connector strips here that are going to hold them down look like they'll do a pretty good job. Let's go ahead and put them outside, get them in action, and we'll look at the app here in just a second to see what we've got. Let's go check it out. So first things first, when we open up the app, we're used to the standard interface, where we click on the plus up in the top right corner to try to add a new device. Now again, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, the easiest way to add a new device, simply hit the Bluetooth icon rather than searching for the actual device itself. We hit the Bluetooth icon, it'll show me devices nearby, and there it is, the H6171, also known as the Phantasy Pros. We're going to go ahead, bring up the keyboard, click the X, remove the old name, and name them. We're going to go ahead and click OK, and it's going to connect to the device. Now, one thing you'll notice, compared to a lot of other reviews I've done, this device didn't ask me for any Wi-Fi information. That's because they're Bluetooth only. Now, they do have the controller with them, which allows for RF capabilities. You don't have to technically be directly in the line of sight, like a lot of the other IR or infrared device remote controllers. Now that we've got the app open, we can see that we're defaulted to the music selection. There's a few different options we can choose when having it sync to music. We've also got the standard color and scene selectors. If we switch to color and scroll a little bit down, you'll see the IC or independent controller segment selector, where we can go ahead and choose individual components and choose how we want the lights. Or we can scroll over and hit the scene selector and see all of the scenes: the natural, the festival, the life, and the emotion. Now that we've seen what the interface looks like, let's go ahead and actually take a look at the lights themselves. Here you can see the lights on the outside of my house. I've actually hidden them on the back side of the porch so that the lights actually shine down on my porch, but when you look at them from a view, you actually don't see that it's a bunch of fancy flashy LED lights. If we take a look at all the cabling is actually pretty decent and comes with a long extension cable and a cool connector that keeps them water resistant. I've got them plugged in here, and I've got a bunch of fancy options in the app that I can do. A really cool set of lights, if you ask me. Welcome back. Obviously, I can't have the lights here because they're outside, and we had a quick look at them. What's my overall impression? Pretty good. They're Bluetooth only. You'll notice that in the app because when we were going through the setup, yeah, no Wi-Fi configuration, but they've got... Hang on a minute. They've got the controller that allows us to do a bunch of things. They've got timers which I can set up and are really cool, and I can interact with them in all kinds of other different ways. I like the really cool little twisty thing that makes sure that the plug is water protectant. Overall, a good solid product from Govee, and I like the fact that I can put them outside. And it's a pretty cool little logo that they've got in the app. Another one of their interesting products. And by the way, that care package they sent me has something else inside of it. Stay tuned for more information. We'll see you on the next episode of This Just In with Justin. That's me. Bye for now.